What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the video about the Sharp Echoes R2. Should you buy this device or not? We'll cover everything in this video and we'll see that if this device works in 2020 or not. I'm in 2021. First of all, I'll tell you that I have been using this device for over a month now, and I will tell you exactly how I feel about this device, what are the pros and what are the cons, should you buy it, should you not, everything I'll cover in this video. I bought this device over a month ago and it is still running pretty well. First of all, I'll talk about the price. Price is about $150 to $200. You can get this device, and it is a very good price if you ask me. For this price you can get you can't get many devices. It is very good. I will tell you why it is good and why it is bad, pros and cons, everything about this device. First of all, I will tell you about the gaming, because anyone that who will buy this device is going to buy because of gaming. I have seen people say that we want to play PUBG, but in low price phones the PUBG won't work very good, so they buy this device because it has Snapdragon 845, which is quite good. I will tell you one thing, that this device is very good in gaming, but the thing is that it overheats a little bit. When you play the game for like hour and 2 hour, it will overheat a little bit if you are in a warm place. If you turn on the AC or anything, or your area is cold, then it's all good. It won't even do anything. It will play smoothly. The thing is that even if it overheats a little bit, it won't lag. It won't lag at all. It will still play like good. This is a very good thing, but it will get a little bit warmer. You can barely touch the device when it is overheated. Now what you have to do is just see the specs. I will show you right here. It is right here in CPU. I have downloaded this app. You can see a Snapdragon 845 and it has 4GB RAM, Adreno 630. This is a very good processor and very good chipset. Everything is good, 10nm, and the Adreno 630, which is very good. Even many devices cannot play like that and can play games very good. I have played Call of Duty and many games which are very good. So one thing I want to cover in this video is that people say that this device will give 90 fps smooth plus 90 fps in that game called PUBG, but that's not true. It won't do that. It is not available in this device. The 90 fps option is only available in OnePlus, Asus ROG, and maybe Samsung new devices. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. So this is one thing you should keep in mind before buying this device, that it cannot do 90 fps, and I think that 60 fps is quite enough. You don't need more than that, and considering the price point, the Smooth Plus Extreme is a very solid point. The next thing we'll talk about is the screen itself. If you turn on the settings, you can see that the screen is very smooth. It is a 120Hz display. There are 100Hz display also in this device, but that is Sharp Echoes R2 other model. This one is 706SH. SH model is pretty good. It has 120Hz display, which is very nice. One thing I will tell you about the display is that it is also 1440p. The brightness is quite enough. It is on full. You can see that the brightness is quite enough. In daylight you can see everything. It's not that, it's not that bright. The nits are pretty good. You can actually see everything. Not that bright and not like average. There are many Chinese devices like Xiaomi, Redmi, Oppo, Vivo. It is way better than those devices. I can definitely tell you that. And the thing is that it is also 1440p, as I told you, which is sharp, and the smoothness is also very good. 120Hz display. If you are scrolling anything, like I'll show you right there, the Instagram, the 120Hz will definitely show itself. It will show that it is something. If I turn off the dark theme right here, you can see that right here, you can see that it is very smooth. The device itself is very smooth. You can see that it is very fast actually. 120 hertz, that's why it is very fast. You just scroll like that and the network won't even able to load that quick. This is a very good thing about this device. Good display, and it is 6-inch. The 6-inch display, which is quite large. You can see movies, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix. It won't disappoint you. It is a pretty nice, sharp and beautiful display. And colors are very great, vibrant and everything. The next thing we'll talk about is the camera. The cameras are not that great, I will tell you that. They are alright, they are not the best cameras in the world. I will tell you that. The back camera is the 22.3 megapixels. The camera is 22.3 megapixel. Rear cameras, one is telephoto, that is also about 16 megapixels, and the front camera is 16 megapixels, which is not really that good. It is 16 megapixel, which is quite a lot. 16 megapixel are very much, and 22 megapixel is also very much. I was actually disappointed by about the cameras. They are not the best dynamic range, and it doesn't have, I think it has HDR. Yes, it has HDR, auto HDR, but not the best HDR in the world. I don't think it is a very great camera. The pictures are short, but the quality itself is not that good. In low light it is very bad. You cannot see anything. You have to turn on the flash and everything. Not the best camera, I would say. The front camera is actually good. Not that good, but it is definitely better than the back camera. I don't know why, but it is. But if you want to buy this device for camera, if you want good cameras, then just skip it. Don't buy this device at all, because the cameras are not good. The next thing we'll talk about is the design itself. The design, I like this design very much. It is a very good design. The screen itself is very beautiful, and the design itself, I don't think it is a bad design at all. It has USB Type-C, the microphone and one speaker, and these are the touch buttons. It also has the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is very rare these days. The back is glass. This is the protector I am putting on this device. This is protector, otherwise it is glass. It won't get scratched very easily. It is a very nice premium feeling device. And the next thing we'll talk about is the fingerprint scanner, which is very quick. You just do this and it will unlock. You can also do this with the screen off. You can just touch that, it will turn on. You can just do that. You can see it is very quick. Even if you put it like that, it will still work, which is very good. Fingerprint scanner, thumbs up for that. And the speaker I was talking about, the speakers are very good. Not that great because it isn't stereo, but they are very good. No problem at all in the speaker compartment. They are a little bit thinner than I thought. The bass is not that good. Bass is low, but everything is, other than that, everything is very good. You can see that the speakers are quite loud. I am happy with speakers. If you are watching YouTube or anything, it will definitely sound good. The next thing we'll talk about is the battery, which is the thing I will tell you that isn't very good. I'll show you the battery right here. It is, the screen usage since full charge is about 113 hours, 1 hour and 13 minutes, which is, I don't think, very good. It is on 68%. It means that the 32% has been lost in 1 hour 13 minutes. If I use with full brightness and also play games, I would get about 3 to 3.5 hours screen on time, which is not that great. If I won't play game, I just use it to do calls or watch Instagram, or I will play the smaller games, like you can call the Subway Surfers. Then it can give you about 4 hours screen on time. 4 hours is acceptable, but I don't think that the 3 and 3.5 hours is good. The battery time definitely not great. I'll tell you reasons why. That because 120 Hz display, that will suck battery like crazy. it is a very big thing because the display is faster. It will drain battery quicker, and also the resolution is 1440p quad HD, which is very much. iPhone 12 Pro Max won't even have the 120 hertz display and the 1440p. It is 1080p 60 hertz in the battery timing. 1440p quad HD 120 Hz display. This is the reason why the battery timing is not that great. Also, it is 6 inches, which is quite a lot, and the battery size is very low. If you compare the milliampere of the batteries to the performance and everything, then it will look like this device has very great battery timing. Because the 3130 mAh is not that much, the 6-inch display and everything, but it is okay. Battery timings is considerably good. And the last thing I'll tell you about is the software itself. It is stock Android, almost stock Android. There are many stock Android apps which is very good. Some of the sharp apps like this SoftwareBank apps, but they are not distractable anything. The stock Android is very good. I love that, and it is on the Android 10. You can see that Android 10 variant. This is very good, and it is on June 1 2020 security patch, which is good. The stock Android and everything, the software is good. It will get updates, I guess, but right now it is on Android 10, which is good. And that's all I can say in this video. If you want to buy this device for gaming, I would recommend you can buy this. There are no devices that can run the game and give you the performance, the price point. In this price point, there are not many devices. This is a very good device if you want to buy for gaming. So let me know in the comment section below if you want to buy this device or not. So thank you guys for watching my video, and please subscribe for more amazing and latest videos, and peace out.